have an animal almost dying because of old age. Hey guys, welcome to Unmodded Gaming. I'm the Unmodded Gamer, and I'm back with more Planet Zoo. And in this video I wanted to extend this zoo just a little further down, and maybe I eventually want to go all the way around, but for now I'm going to look at a facility that has flamed out. It looks like this machine that is broken, so let's call an engineer. This equipment, and we have another habitat whose cleanliness poses a threat to the health of the animals. But just as I say that, I see that my animals are, or my habitat is being cleaned. And now that I'm talking about the health of my animals, what is up with this buffalo or buffalo? I don't seem to be able to... Oh no, I can select it. Incubation tularina. And we have a hungry ostrich. Well, didn't I put enough food in here? There's more hungry ostriches. Hang on, let me have a look at this facility. No, the habitat. I'll pause it. And not flamingos, but ostriches. So we are going to need a slow feeder, probably. Let's see if this solves the issues, or the issue, because it looks like this slow feeder is empty. But it also looks like they're being fed now. Right, so who does that? Let me see, can I select him? Yes, I can. It looks like that is a caretaker. So I'll go ahead and hire some more caretakers. I'll go to the zoo. Education staff. Here we have them, caretakers. We have 16 of them now. So I'll hire 4 more. So I have 20 in total. And the warnings about my animals have all gone. That is good. That means that I can get working on another habitat. And maybe this one won't be as big as the one that I have for my elephants over here. But it will be big enough to keep some new animals in. So something like this should do. Now, I was thinking that I could maybe get some monkeys in this habitat, and I was always a bit well, I didn't really like the idea at first of getting animals like monkeys in, because that would mean I would need to get a higher wall, but I can look at what animals there are at the animal center, and then I see some bonobos. So I'll look at its Zoopedia, and I'll pause the game first, and I'll see the Zoopedia. They're threatened. In the wild there are only about 29,500 to 50,000 of them left. Bonobos live in forests and rainforests of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Their closest relatives are the chimpanzee. Of all species in nature, there are two kinds of monkeys with the most seen DNA with the human. Bonobos have pink lips and dark, pointed forward eyes. They have small ears, a flattened nose with white nostrils, and black hair. Male bonobos are bigger than the females. They are on average about 73 to 83 centimeters long and weigh about 39 to 70 or 76 and weigh about 39 kilograms for the males probably, and they get about 70 to 76 centimeters long and 31 kilograms heavy for the females. They're playful and peaceful animals. They're almost never aggressive against each other and have never killed as far as we know. They live in a community where females dominate. The status of the males is determined by the status of the mother. Bonobos are threatened by habitat loss and poaching for bushmeat. There are different measures to keep the habitat of the animals. The VN, WWF and other organizations keep them in areas marked as national parks and keep an eye on the bonobos there. They also teach the locals about the monkeys and give them bananas in the parks. They teach the locals to respect the monkeys and their life environment, so that the locals are less dependent on the trade in bushmeat. Let me now look at their natural habitat, which as you can see, only in Congo. And their social needs. Bonobos are extremely social, peaceful animals with a strong bond with each other, living in a tight group. They help care for each other foraging, share food, and help raise the young. Bonobos like being touched and show a lot of physical affection. That's why they're often described as the hippies of the animal kingdom, rather living with each other, hugging than fighting. Bonobos are promiscuous. All females of the group have sexual contact with each other, no matter the sex or age. Because of this, it is often unknown who the fathers of the young are. Maybe that's why the bonobos are always very good for their babies and people have respect and their life has developed that way. Bonobos have a pregnancy of 8 months and give birth to one young that is close to the mother until around 4 years old. The males stay with the group of the mother when they're an adult. The females go looking for an unrelated group. So let me now have a look at their needs, their other needs. They need about 780 square meters of land. They need to be able to climb 80 meters up in the sky, in the air. They need a temperature of around 8 to 40 degrees Celsius. And they need a class 3 unclimbable wall and 5 meter of water, which is 6 meters wide and 2 meters deep. I don't really understand what they're trying to say about water. But let me have a look at the environment, or at the wall. We have brick, with unclimbable 5, and it's 2 meters high, so that is just about enough. However, they do need to be able to climb, which means that I may have to put some things for them to climb in the middle. Let me just get some oaks. At least one. One oak. And let me have a look at the glass plates that I have, or that I would normally have. I have an electric wire. It's not watertight. Maybe that was what it was about. Maybe they need something watertight. Well, let's be sure that we don't do anything wrong with that. And let's just go with the electric wire. So now that we have got that, I'm going to the habitat. And I'm going to look for Bonobo. And you know what? Let me just get rid of that. Because as I see here, I have a climbable strong. So I'll put down a few climbable strongs. For them to climb in. A wooden shelter. A a small wall feeder. A feeding platform. A water bowl. And a heater. Now, before I get the monkeys in, I'm just going to check and see if this has any power, which it has not. I'll just get another pathway quickly. And let me see where we have it. Facilities probably. A transformator. Let me get back to the pathways. And then I'll connect it up like that. Right. Let me just check. Okay, that is good. Negative influence of visitors. None. Okay. But just to be consistent, I'm just gonna go ahead and put down this to make it look a little bit better. Oh, that is awkward. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, well, with that out of the way, let me see if I can find the Bonobo. So we got them in the trade center. Now we just need to get them in their habitat, and for that I'm just going to get a wall or a door, I should say. And I cannot see what I'm doing right now. I thought I built a wall here, but apparently not. There, that's better. Right. So I'll go back to the Animal Trade Center. I'll unpause and see what happens. And whilst they're taking the new animals into the zoo, I'm going to copy this, put it down here along the path. Get a new information sign if I can find one. Here it is. Copy that and put it down right here. And here we have an animal almost dying because of old age. Wait, hang on. I'm getting... Let's call an engineer for that. Over full... Trash bins too full? Well, how do I fix that? Has diseased, okay. Well, I'll look into that in the next episode. For now, I'm going to ask you to subscribe if you haven't already. This was the Unmodded Gamer. Thanks for watching and stay unmodded.